Championship week presented by Dick's Sporting Goods rolls on here in Dayton, the Nutter Center. And Wright State with the 2-point lead, 31-29 at the half over Butler. The Raiders are the top seed here. Glad to have you back with us. Terry Gannon along with Stephen Bardo. A 10-0 run to start the game by Butler. Only 3 players for Wright State scored in the first half, but one of them was Deshaun Wood.
Yeah, Deshaun Wood really showed his a total, array. That's what I'm looking for, because I said array before.
You're going there again? You're going to go back there?
The array of shots and the creativity that he had here in the first half, he showed us why he's one of the best little big men in America.
6 for 8 in the first half, 4 of 5 beyond the arc, and 18 points for the player of the year in the Horizon League. The automatic bid on the line, Butler basketball to start the second half. Even though they shot 48%, did the Bulldogs in the first half, you never got the sense that they really got into the flow offensively.
Well, I think that 48% is reflective of that quick start, because after that, they really struggled to get good looks like they did at the beginning of the ball game.
Betko with the miss after slicing down the lane, tipped out, and it stays right here at this end with Butler. Fresh 35 on the clock. A.J. Graves was 0 for 3 to start the game. He hit his last 3 shots, including that floater off of 1 foot off the glass before the break. Here's the kick out to the corner, and Green, his backcourt mate. Contact inside, no call. And Duggins, the freshman, comes up with it.
And it looked like Green passed up an open 3.
Graves finally found Brian Ligon. He had him open, didn't see him initially. So we're tied at 31.
Well, typically teams resemble their head coach. Todd Licklider barely raises his voice during practice and in games mostly. So his team stays composed, and looks like they've started the second half here like they started the first.
He is soft-spoken. He's got a sarcastic sense of humor, former player at Butler. And the foul along the baseline on Butler. Our Guinness first half stats, 55% from the floor for Wright State, including 6 of 11 beyond the arc.
Yeah, 6 of 11, a lot of that Wood doing the damage, but watch Butler. That 4-13 will improve here in the second half as they start to find themselves again in the half-court set.
Julian Betko picked up his first foul, team's first here in the second half. Licklider with 4 20-win seasons. In fact, 3 more successful in history. 27 wins, a couple of different seasons, including this year, but that's the man tonight. Deshaun Wood hits his first here in the second half. He's got 21.
Coach Brad Brownell of Wright State said that Wood didn't shoot the ball that well from the outside before this season. They worked with him over the summer, and you can see that work has really paid off.
Betko out to Crone. Back around, good ball movement here. Much better in the second half than we saw most of the first half, but Graves strong with the 3. Look at that, 3 players, that's it, have scored for Wright State. And 7 different players have scored for Butler so far. There's the reach on Betko. That's his second here in the second half.
Well, when you look at Wright State really being carried by 3 players, predominantly Deshaun Wood, that will not continue in the second half. They're going to have to find other sources, because Butler will adjust and start to double-team Wood and make him give up the rock.
Betko goes to the bench. Drew Stryker, the junior from Washington, Indiana, in for Licklider. Offensive foul on Jordan Kleiman.
Well, it's so tough for big guys. Jordan Kleiman, eyes light up like saucers when he sees that little opening. But good defensive job, weak side by Butler.
Kleiman strong inside, but as a face-up guy, probably not what he does best. Crone is. Kicks out to Graves. Stryker the follow, fell into his hands.
What happens to good teams, they just come up with loose balls and find their way to them.
Duggins, and the foul on Ligon. That's his second. Another reminder about Championship Week and the Big East Championship from Madison Square Garden in New York. Wednesday at noon, kicks off with Villanova and DePaul. Then it's UConn and Syracuse at 2 Eastern time. Big East Championship presented by Aeropostale And all championship week games available online at ESPN360.com. Burleson with the free throw as Brad Brownell does some teaching on the sideline. Brownell, you think about what they've been through as a program and as a team to come back, all the changes, not only the first-year guys in the starting lineup, but Paul Biancardi was the head coach here. And because of some violations when he was an assistant coach at Ohio State, they followed him here. The NCAA ruled that he could not go out and recruit until October of 2007, something that the folks here could not live with at Wright State. He steps down. Brownell back in March. After a 3-week search, they finally signed him from UNC Wilmington. A lot of change, struggles early, 3-5 in their first 8 games, and they turned it around.
Well, this kind of shows that change isn't always bad. People are resistant to it, but it's really turned out to be a great fit with Brad Brownell coming here in his style of play.
They love that. The UNCW fans are here. Fans of the coach cheering for Wright State.
Where he's got a really humble, down-to-earth kind of way about him. As we were talking to him at shoot-around today. Fun talking with the guy. Admirer of your work in other sports because he's such a golf enthusiast.
What is he, a 7 handicap? Is that what he said?
That's what he said.
Which means he's about a 4.
That's right. That's right.
He's wanting a few shots on the course in case we play. Yeah. Vaughn Duggins just picked up the foul. That's his second. And the team's second here in the second half.
Watch Green for Butler start to get involved in the half-court set. Struggled a little bit early, but he's going to get aggressive here, looking for a shot.
Green nowhere to go, out to Graves. The junior who is a first-team academic All-American. And the foul on Wright State. And Deshaun Wood doing a little teaching.
Well, Jordan Kleinman made a tough foul there. Green pressing the issue. He knew he was going to start looking to score. Was trying to have a floater along the baseline and got bailed out by the foul.
Second foul on Kleinman. Mike Green at the free throw line, the newcomer of the year in the Horizon League and a second-team all-conference performer this year. How often do you see a player lead a team in assists and in rebounds? That's what Green does.
Yeah, at 6 feet tall. But you can see he's well put together. Doesn't mind going in and scrapping for those rebounds, especially on the defensive end. So a glue guy helps your offense and everything else be more fluid.
Foul on the free throw. Ryan Ligon just picked up the foul over the back. And that's his third.
Here in the half-court set, Striker trying to be physical with Deshaun Wood. They're going to give him some different looks. That's why Wright State's going to have to get somebody else going. Scotty Wilson had 7 early, so they need to look for him and possibly Duggins to get going offensively to take some of this pressure off Wood.
Striker's first. It's turned into a foul fest all of a sudden here in the second. 5 team fouls already on Butler. Tipped out by Crone. Wright State basketball.
Well, the crowd has settled down. Butler has come out pretty sound here at the beginning of the second half and gotten the style of play back to their liking.
Duggins tipped out. 25 on the shot clock. Duggins and Brown, a couple of freshmen in the starting lineup for Wright State. And both on the all-newcomer list, and the only 2 freshmen on that list in the Horizon League. The others are transfers.
It shows you what kind of future this program has here in Wright State.
Striker trying to stay with that man. Wood goes right by him, but blocked by Striker along the baseline. Good recovery.
Great recovery, and that's the mentality of a former walk-on right there. Never say die, never give up on the play, using his 6'5" frame to go get the shot from the smaller Wood.
Graves tried to use the screen. They go high-low. Ligon strong. Cleared by Burleson.
Well, a lot of contact in there for Ligon on the release of that jump hook there. He got great position in the paint.
They're on their feet here in the Nutter Center in Dayton. Home floor for Wright State. Would have had them jumping out of their seats. Graham, the kick out. That man right there, Scotty Wilson, had a big first half. He buries a three from the deep corner now.
Scotty Wilson at 6'6", one of those smaller interior players that you see in the Horizon League, but they're so valuable because they can play D on the interior, but they can also step out and hit the three.
Crone, two-man game with Green out front. Mike says bring it back, set it up. Over to Stryker. Green left wide open. Ligon fights for the rebound. Graves still cold. And here's Wood. Boy, he's had a tough time, A.J. Graves.
Well, Graves just looks a step slow, almost like he's tired. Residual effect of playing Loyola a few days ago and then coming in here, and just a long season seems to have worn him down because this shot is nowhere near on target.
Burleson strong inside. And it's a 6-point lead for the Raiders.
Burleson putting that 220-pound frame on Mike Green. Mike Green's used to beasting cats, but he got beasted that time at the hole.
Stryker left it right there in the hands of his coach, Todd Licklider. A.J. Graves just 3 of 9 in the game. Scotty Wilson's been the big spark plug off the bench. 7 in the first half, a 3 a moment ago. He only averages 5 points a game, but in double figures as he was in the semis.